What if the only thing that can save us isn't us? I know, that sounds like the opening line of a sci-fi movie where the robots rise up and either save the world or burn it to the ground. But here's the thing, this isn't fiction anymore. Artificial intelligence is already running through our daily lives. From the ads we see online to the navigation apps that tell us where to drive, AI is everywhere. And the bigger question we have to face is this: can AI actually save humanity from its own worst instincts? Stick with me here because this isn't a simple yes or no. It's more like walking a tightrope. One wrong step and we either fall into chaos, or maybe, just maybe, we find balance. Humanity's track record. Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Humanity doesn't exactly have the cleanest record. We're brilliant at creating tools, systems, and ideas that push the boundaries of what's possible. But we're also pretty talented at messing things up. Think about it. Fire gave us warmth, cooking, survival. But it also gave us weapons and destruction. Nuclear energy promised endless power, yet it nearly wiped us out in wars and accidents. The internet? It connected billions of people, created economies, knowledge sharing, and also misinformation, scams, and entire industries based on addiction. We're messy. We've got ambition, but also greed. Compassion, but also violence. It's almost like we're our own worst enemy sometimes. And when you look at climate change, political conflicts, or the rapid depletion of resources, it's fair to ask, are we capable of saving ourselves from ourselves? What AI brings to the table? Now here's where AI enters the picture. Unlike us, AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't wake up cranky because it had a bad night's sleep. It doesn't hold grudges, at least not yet. What AI does really well is process massive amounts of information, spot patterns, and come up with solutions that humans either missed or couldn't calculate fast enough. Take healthcare, for example. AI systems can now analyze medical images faster than a team of radiologists. That means earlier cancer detection, quicker diagnoses, and potentially lives saved. In climate science, AI helps model weather patterns and predict the impacts of rising temperatures, which can help governments prepare for disasters before they strike. You know what it's like? AI is kind of like that nerdy kid in class who always had the homework done in color-coded notes. The rest of us were just winging it. But this kid actually had answers. That's AI. Nerdy, precise, and a little intimidating. The paradox of control. But here's the catch. Can we trust AI to manage the very species that built it? There's a paradox here. We're asking AI to save us from ourselves while forgetting that AI reflects us. Every bias in its data, every flaw in its design comes from us. If humanity is messy, AI, at least for now, is just a mirror showing us our own mess. And then there's the issue of control. AI doesn't run wild on its own. It's developed and managed by governments, corporations, and research labs. So really, when we talk about AI saving humanity, aren't we actually asking if those institutions can be trusted? That's where things get uncomfortable. It's like giving your house keys to a neighbor you don't really know well. Maybe they'll water the plants and feed the cat, or maybe they'll sell your TV. AI in crisis scenarios. Let's ground this with some real scenarios. Imagine climate change, one of the biggest threats we face. AI can optimize energy grids, reduce waste, and accelerate the development of renewable tech. Sounds amazing, right? But who's in charge of rolling out those systems? Energy companies, governments, people with agendas, or take global pandemics. AI could detect outbreaks early by analyzing data from hospitals, social media, even sewage samples. It could predict spread and recommend countermeasures faster than any human team. That could literally save millions of lives. But again, do we listen to the AI when it tells us to lock down early? Or do politics get in the way? Then there's poverty and education. AI-driven, personalized learning could give every child a unique path to knowledge, tailored to their strengths and weaknesses. Imagine a world where every student had a tutor as smart as the best teacher in the world, available 24/7. That could change everything. And yet, these solutions aren't magic. They need adoption, regulation, and human cooperation. Without those, the best AI systems just sit on a shelf. The human factor here's the uncomfortable truth. AI can't fix human stubbornness. It can't erase greed or ego. And it definitely can't rewire politics. At its core, AI is only as good as the data we feed it. Garbage in, garbage out. Remember those funny GPS fail stories where people blindly followed their navigation straight into a lake? That's the same principle. If we train AI on biased, incomplete, or manipulated data, the results will be just as flawed, only on a massive scale. So when we ask, can AI save humanity from itself? We're also asking, can humanity stop feeding bad information into its own creations? Ethical crossroads, let's talk ethics for a second. AI doesn't live in a vacuum. Every system is designed with choices: what data to include, what goals to optimize, what risks to accept. And right now, those decisions are mostly in the hands of big tech companies and governments. Do we really want a handful of CEOs deciding how AI is used to tackle global problems? Or politicians who can barely agree on lunch orders? This is where the real danger lies, not in AI itself, but in how it's deployed. Because AI could absolutely guide us toward sustainability, fairness, and better lives. But it could also deepen inequality, supercharge surveillance, and be weaponized in ways we don't even want to imagine. Could AI save us from ourselves? So let's circle back to the question. Could AI save humanity from itself? The short answer is yes and no. Yes. Because AI has the potential to accelerate solutions faster than we ever could on our own. No. Because without human responsibility, AI can just as easily make our problems worse. It's almost like asking if a car can save you from being late. Sure, it's faster than walking. But if you don't know how to drive, or if you're reckless behind the wheel, that same car can ruin your life. AI is a tool, but also something more. It's a reflection of us, magnified, which means it won't save us from ourselves. But it might save us with ourselves, if we choose wisely. Here's the takeaway. AI isn't some magical savior waiting in the wings, ready to clean up our mess. It's powerful, yes. It's promising, absolutely. But the real question isn't, can AI save humanity? It's, will humanity let AI help? Or will we sabotage it with the same flaws that got us here in the first place? Maybe the answer isn't about AI at all. Maybe the answer is about us, our choices, our courage, and whether we're willing to put aside pride long enough to listen to the very thing we built. So what do you think? Could AI be the key to a better future? Or are we too set in our ways to let it? Let me know in the comments, because this isn't just a tech question, it's a human one.